Welcome! Today, you're about to discover something extraordinary because right now, you might be sitting on a stone worth millions of dollars without even knowing it. Yes, millions! Hidden in drawers, old collections, forgotten boxes. These rare stones are changing lives, rewriting destinies, and turning ordinary people into overnight millionaires.
Imagine holding a stone so rare that most jewelers have never seen it. A stone so valuable that a single piece could rewrite your future, erase your financial worries, and give you the lifestyle you once thought belonged only in movies. Today, we're diving into the world of Bustamite, a hidden gemstone that's quietly exploding in value, quietly creating millionaires, and quietly slipping out of the hands of those who don't recognize it. And the real question is, could you be holding one right now without knowing what it's truly worth? Bustamite isn't just another gemstone. It's a geological miracle with a story that stretches through volcanic heat, immense pressure, and millions of years of secrecy. For decades, this deep pink-to-red crystalline beauty was overlooked, shadowed by more famous stones like ruby or garnet. But in recent years, collectors, investors, and luxury designers have turned their attention towards something more exclusive, more scarce, and far more profitable. And Bustamite has suddenly become the world's quiet obsession. Its supply is painfully limited, because most of the major locations that once produced it have nearly run dry. You're not just dealing with a stone, you're dealing with a relic of nature that cannot be recreated or replaced. And every time a new piece surfaces, the market whispers, the collectors lean in, and the prices climb higher. If a mineral could have a heartbeat, Bustamites would be racing. But let's be honest, how many people have ever even heard of this stone? Not many. And ironically, that's exactly what gives it its power. Rarity mixed with underexposure. It's like owning a secret treasure map while everyone else is busy searching in the wrong desert. The global demand is rising, and the supply is shrinking. The perfect storm, right now. Bustamite is quietly positioned in the gemstone market, with a value that reaches into the hundreds of thousands, and in some cases, millions of dollars for exceptional specimens. But here's the twist that most people don't realize. The buyers aren't the casual gemstone lovers. They're high-end collectors, private investors, and luxury brands who understand the rules of rare assets. They want stones like Bustamite because they represent status, security, and prestige. And if you're thinking, well, why is it suddenly so valuable? Here's the answer. Scarcity is the new gold. As natural gemstone supplies worldwide shrink, investors are racing toward stones that offer higher returns, faster appreciation, and exclusivity. A high-quality Bustamite can appreciate faster than many traditional investment assets. And once a stone reaches the elite collector cycle, the competition becomes fierce. Now imagine this. You're holding a you know its value. Someone else doesn't. Who's in control of the negotiation? Exactly you. If you have this stone, you're holding leverage, wealth, and opportunity in one piece of crystallized history. And let's pause for a second. Attention reset. Have you ever noticed that whenever there's a rare gemstone involved, suddenly everyone becomes a geologist overnight? Oh yes, I knew about Bustamite since childhood. You can't even spell it. Relax, we're here to learn, not pretend. Anyway, back to the real value. The fear is real. Bustamite availability is dropping fast. Once the remaining pockets in places like South Africa and Japan are depleted, that's it. No restock, no second chance. This isn't a trending product. It's a finite resource. And when collectors realize something is about to disappear forever, that's when the prices explode. So the urgency. If you own Bustamite, if you're lucky enough to find a tour holding a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, not in a dramatic sense, but in a literal, market-driven, economically backed sense, stones like this can transform a person's financial path, offering not only money, but the freedom to live healthier, happier, more balanced lives. Because let's face it, financial stress is heavy, but a rare gemstone worth millions. That's the kind of weight people don't mind carrying. Now, imagine this: your Bustamite is polished, certified, appraised, and revealed to the right buyer. You watch as its value climbs. You negotiate your price with confidence, and suddenly, you're not just a casual collector anymore. You're someone who made a strategic move that can change your lifestyle forever. People talk about healthier living and freedom, but freedom is expensive. Bustamite is one of those gemstones that can literally buy that freedom. Whether it's eliminating debt, traveling the world, starting a business, or securing your family's future, this hidden stone has the potential to unlock doors that most people only dream about. This isn't hype. This is the natural result of scarcity, luxury demand, and global investment trends converging at once. And you're here far earlier than most of the world. That alone puts you miles ahead. Bustamite isn't just rare, it's transformational. It's not just valuable, it's life-changing. And if you have one, you're sitting on a fortune that the world is only just beginning to recognize. So before you tuck that stone away in a drawer, ask yourself one question. Am I holding the key to my next chapter? Because if it's Bustamite, the answer might very well be yes. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that the small blue crystal you kept as a curiosity is actually worth more than some luxury cars, rare art pieces, and even prime real estate. Sounds unbelievable, right? But that is exactly what's happening with one of the world's most extraordinary hidden gemstones, Cavansite, a mineral so rare, so breathtaking, and so financially explosive that collectors are paying massive sums, sometimes even reaching into the millions. Today, I'm going to reveal why Cavansite has become one of the most aggressively hunted gemstones on the planet, and how owning even a small piece could change your life in ways you never imagined. If you think this is just another gemstone story, stay with me, because what you're about to hear is not only a lesson in rarity, it's a moment of opportunity. And opportunities don't last. Picture deep, ancient volcanic rock formations in India's harsh environments where almost nothing grows, nothing thrives, and certainly nothing shines. Yet, in these forgotten pockets of the earth, brilliant electric blue clusters of Cavansite were found, like frozen sparks of lightning trapped inside stone. When the world first saw Cavansite, collectors were stunned. Many even questioned if the color was real. After all, nature rarely creates something so intensely blue that it looks almost unreal. But Cavansite is real, and that intensity is exactly what made it explode in value. But here's the twist. Cavansite was discovered, admired, and then almost immediately lost again. The only significant Cavansite deposits were found in a single region, Pune, India. And those mines, they are now closed, permanently. No new Cavansite is coming out of the ground. What exists today is all that will ever exist. And you don't need to be a gemstone expert to understand what that means. Limited supply plus skyrocketing demand equals a storm of value. A storm that's happening right now. Today, Cavansite has become a financial phenomenon. Collectors, luxury buyers, and investment enthusiasts are scrambling for it. Museums and private investors are competing. And everyday people who once bought Cavansite for a few $100s are suddenly realizing that what they own is now worth thousands. And in exceptional cases, hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on size, purity, and formation. The fear of missing out is real, because the world is waking up to this gemstone's rarity faster than ever. Cavansite isn't just rare, it's irreplaceable. Once it's gone from the market, there's no second chance. And this sense of urgency is driving prices up at lightning speed. A thumbnail-sized cluster can sell for more than some people's monthly salary. A well-formed piece the size of your palm that enters high-end investment territory. And the museum-grade specimens, well, let's just say they're now treated like fine art and traded like miniature fortunes. Now, hold on a second. Before you start digging through your old mineral collection like a treasure hunter in pajamas, don't worry. I would too. Let's take a second to breathe. Because this story isn't just about money. It's about possibility. Cavansite represents more than value. It represents transformation. It represents the idea that something seemingly small, forgotten, or overlooked can suddenly become the key to a completely different lifestyle, one filled with freedom, abundance, and choice. And if you're thinking, could I really own something worth that much? Well, let's just say people around the world are discovering that they already do. Now we enter the final act, the opportunity. If you have Cavansite, or you believe you might, your timing couldn't be more perfect. Cavansite is currently one of the hottest natural assets in the collector market. Demand is global. Buyers come from America, Europe, Dubai, Japan, everywhere. And with demand increasing while supply stays permanently frozen. Experts predict continued increases year after year. It's economics. So what does this mean for you? It means that if you're holding Cavansite, you're holding a key to financial elevation. a healthier, freer lifestyle. The ability to sell at a premium price and reinvest into the life you've always wanted. For some people, selling Cavansite has paid for medical needs. For others, it has funded travel, education, or new businesses. And for many, it has simply allowed them to breathe easier, knowing they own something truly valuable. Before we wrap up, let me ask you a quick pattern interrupt question. Why is it that the rarest things in life often hide in the places we least expect? And why do we sometimes wait until everyone else wakes up before realizing what we had all along? If your mind just drifted to the drawer where you kept that bright blue crystal, well, don't worry. Mine did too. Because the truth is simple. Cavansite is no longer just a mineral. It's a movement, a symbol of possibility, a reminder that rare opportunities don't come every day, and when they do, they don't wait around. So whether you're a collector, an investor, or someone who simply wants to step into a better, healthier lifestyle, this is your moment. Take it seriously. Take it confidently. Because pieces like Cavansite don't just hold value, they hold potential. And potential, when used wisely, can reshape your future. End your day today with one thought. If the world is paying millions for Cavansite, what could your piece be worth? And more importantly, what could it do for your life?
From the moment humanity first picked up a shimmering stone from riverbeds and mountainsides, we understood one undeniable truth. Some treasures hide in plain sight, waiting for the one person who dares to recognize their worth. Today, you might be holding one of those treasures without even knowing it. Because in the shadowy corners of the gemstone world exists a stone so rare, so intensely valuable, that collectors have quietly paid millions for high-quality specimens. This name is Cacoxenite, and if you've never heard of it, that's exactly what makes this moment life-changing. Before we go further, let me ask, what would you do if the stone you picked up on a normal day turned out to be worth more than your house, your car, or even your entire savings? Yeah, I know, your heartbeat just skipped. Welcome to the world of Cacoxenite. Imagine this, a small brownish gold crystal, maybe layered inside quartz, maybe tucked inside a river rock. It doesn't glow like a diamond. It doesn't scream for attention. In fact, most people walk right past it thinking it's nothing special. But that humble little stone might actually be a hidden millionaire maker. Collectors and gemstone investors around the world are hunting relentlessly for Cacoxenite because its natural formation is almost impossible to replicate or mine consistently. The supply is collapsing. The demand is skyrocketing. And the market value? Let's just say calling it high would be an understatement. But here's the twist. Many owners don't even realize what they have. Some sell it as an ordinary mineral. Others keep it in drawers, dusty and forgotten, while buyers with deep pockets quietly search for it. Let me pause for a second. Have you ever done something in life that seemed small, and later discovered it was the biggest opportunity you almost missed? Funny how the universe works, right? Well, stay with me because what I'm about to reveal could be that moment for you. Cacoxenite is considered one of the rare Super 7 inclusions, forming in nature through extreme geological conditions. It carries distinct golden, flame-like strands inside quartz or amethyst, patterns that gemstone investors call sunset fibers. But here's where the real excitement begins. Because high-grade Cacoxenite specimens are currently being valued, traded, and auctioned for hundreds of thousands, even up to millions depending on clarity, size, and purity. This isn't just a gemstone. It's an asset, a wealth generator, a life upgrade waiting for the right owner. For years, wealthy collectors have treated stones like Cacoxenite the same way others treat rare art. Quietly collected, rarely sold, protected like treasure. But today, the market is shifting. Wellness communities adore it. Investors seek it. Dealers want it. Buyers from America, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and Europe are fighting, yes, fighting, to get their hands on it before the global supply collapses. Now imagine what happens when something this rare becomes a global sensation. Values explode. Opportunities appear. Doors open. Your door might be opening right now. Let me break the tension with a quick question. Have you ever looked at a random stone and said, maybe one day you'll make me a millionaire? If yes, congratulations. If no, you might start after this video. Because the truth is simple, many people already sold ordinary-looking Cacoxenite samples for life-changing amounts. Some paid off debt. Some started businesses. Some changed their entire lifestyle. And you might be next. This is where everything comes together. Cacoxenite isn't just rare. It's disappearing. Mines that once produced small quantities have been depleted. What's left in circulation is mostly in private collections. And the price curve? It's rising like a rocket. If you're holding even a small cacoxenite stone, even one that looks simple, normal, or unimpressive, its value could still shock you. A tiny specimen can fetch thousands, a medium one, tens of thousands, and a museum-worthy piece? Well, that's when the word millions stops sounding dramatic. But here's the urgency. The window of opportunity is closing. The world has started noticing. Demand is outpacing supply. And once something becomes globally recognized, only a few lucky early owners reap the biggest rewards. So ask yourself, are you ready to discover whether the stone in your possession is a rare treasure? Are you prepared to unlock the financial potential you never knew existed? Are you willing to transform your lifestyle with a stone that people overlook every day? Let that sink in for a moment. Your life may not change in a year. It may not change in a month. It could change the instant you find out what you truly hold. And if you don't check, well, imagine thinking you skipped over a pebble that was actually worth a mansion. That's a fear most people never admit, but it's real. But not for you, because you're here watching this, learning, and waking up to an opportunity that few people even understand. The world is full of hidden treasures. Today, maybe, just maybe, one of them belongs to you. So take action. Get your stone examined. Protect it. And if it is cacoxenite, then congratulations. You're holding a piece of the earth worth more than gold, more than diamonds, and more than most people will ever see in their lifetime. This is your moment, your discovery, your chance to step into a healthier, wealthier, and more powerful version of your life. Because sometimes, all it takes is one hidden stone.